Sorry, my phone's going off. And there's always something in my videos that that happen, like noises and music or something, and it drives me crazy. So I need a room, like a padded room that's quiet, no windows, nothing. So anyway, and thank you to all my subscribers and everyone that's been commenting. You guys are great and just kind of motivates me to make more videos. So thank you. So ever since I can remember, my family has always gone on a vacation, and we've been to a lot of beaches on the East Coast. I really haven't been that far out west. The only place out west, the farthest I've been is Nevada. We flew in, so I got to fly over the Grand Canyon, which was phenomenal. But I went to Las Vegas earlier this summer for work. And yeah, for work, if you guys could see air quotes right now, I'm doing them. We actually did go for work, but we spent most of our time not working. It was awesome. I'm not a huge, I used to be a really big fan of going out and partying and letting loose, and I really don't anymore. I've kind of settled down. And out there, I was like, kind of like the first time I had done something like that in a long time. So I was kind of sick. But it was a lot of fun. It was so beautiful. I'll try to, in this video, I'll put some pictures up. Like, I'll flash through them. Like right now. And I'll just show you different parts of Vegas. And I know some of the pictures look like I'm in Paris, but it's just a very small replica of the Eiffel Tower. It's not really the Eiffel Tower. So, but the sights were great, and the food was good, and it was just nice. But, so that's the farthest west I've ever been. But my family used to go to beaches on the East Coast, and we haven't been there in quite a few years. But we always had a really big house there, and we made a week of it usually. And I miss that, and I miss a very huge part of my childhood, because that's where we spent it. And if I do go to the ocean now, and I smell that salt air, I think of my family vacations, and I reminisce about my childhood. It's like it's just strange how scent is triggered in our memory to jog certain things, so I find that neat. I mean, but it'll take me back to certain memories from when I was, 7 years old, so. I've also been to Florida, which is the southern part of the U.S., and I was only there for a short time, like a couple hours, because I flew in with my uncle, and he's a pilot, and it was just a business trip real quick, come back. I've been to Chicago, which is Illinois, and I really, really like Chicago, and I'm not a fan of cities. I really don't like the city, but you've got to understand, being raised in the country with farm animals around your whole life, it's not that I'm intimidated by the city, it's that I can't breathe in a city. I think it's cool that there's so many things to do in a city, and there's so many things right there, because if I need to go to a store, like a clothing store, I have to drive like between 30 and 40 minutes to an hour to get there, like a decent clothing store. But I mean, the city, it's just so big, I can't breathe, and I usually just don't like the city. So I was kind of scared that I wouldn't like Chicago, but I loved Chicago. The food was great. We went and saw a lot of shows, and close to us. It's only like 6 hours away. And that's also a city, but it's so clean. It amazes me that the minute you cross the border from the US to Canada, that it's so clean. They're so big on recycling, and I just think that is amazing. I wish the US was more like that, and to think that you can stand there and see the United States, and it's just like, wow, look at the difference. But I do like Niagara Falls because I like the history at Niagara Falls. I enjoy the locks, the canal locks where the boats go up and down. I love the history of the Indian tribes there, and you know how it was formed and where people think, like their beliefs and everything, where they come from. I'm talking on the Native American side of things. I just think it's so cool, and how much it's moved back. Like it moves every year backwards. Not, you couldn't come back in a year and see the difference, but it's just crazy. It's a beautiful place. Yes, it's a tourist trap, like all places that have stuff like that are, but it's a tourist trap that I enjoy, and I think that's cool. So I've been there a few times, and I would definitely go back. I do like to gamble though, so you can gamble in Canada, and you can gamble in a couple of the states around us, and in our state. And in Las Vegas, I loved it because we stayed in a casino, so I do like to gamble. So anywhere that is beautiful but still has gambling is pretty cool to me. Where else have I been? I've been to Tennessee. I've done a lot of sightseeing trips. You know, walking and hiking kind of things. Tennessee was cool. It was beautiful in the mountains. It's just the Smoky Mountains, not the Rockies, but it's beautiful. I'm trying to think where else I've been that I can talk about. I've been to Michigan quite a few times, more closer to the middle northern part of the state. Beautiful state. Amazing, like, you know, in the fall. And it's just really, really pretty state. Cold, but pretty. South Carolina is one of my favorite states, just because of the, you know, the weather for one, and South and North Carolina, I guess. Been to both. The weather's nice. It's you can go up in the mountains in some parts of the state, and I think that's cool. I think that's very interesting that you can go from the beach to the mountains like that. I would love to go to Alaska, and I think that'd be phenomenal. And I tell my boyfriend all the time, you know, I would rather, if we get married, go there than the beach. And he's a lot like me in the scenery aspect, but I like the beach, don't get me wrong, I love the beach, you can lay on the beach, but I feel like, you know, I'd rather spend money on Alaska, and it's a lot more beautiful than just like, you sit on a beach and you sit on a beach, you don't really do much, but in Alaska you can, like, they have beaches, it's colder than all get out, but there's so much wildlife, and so I really, really want to go up there, and I would love to see the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights, because they're phenomenal up there. But, sorry, I just had a really long pause, that was kind of weird. I was thinking, and when I think, I just lose track of everything. So, but anyway, so yeah, those are some of the places I've been, and I've already been talking for almost 11 minutes. That's crazy. So yeah,